credit to the goaltender for that, keeping him in every game as well. Boldy stops, shoots, scores! Matt Boldy has a multiple goal game for the third time in his last 6.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the episode of Just Say Guay. I'm your host, George Guay. Today I'm joined by Matt Boldy, who is a forward for the Boston College men's ice hockey team. Matt, thanks for coming on the show.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Yeah, so I know obviously a lot's happened in the last 8 or so months. You had the shutdown. There's a lot of uncertainty with the season coming back. You guys are back. You just won 2 games against UMass. What has this whole process been like?
Yeah, it's been a little weird. I think definitely different coming to school and all the protocols we have and stuff like that to stay safe. So it's definitely been different, but I think especially BC's been doing a great job of letting us play and getting out there on the ice. So a lot of credit to them.
Yeah, it's clearly working if you guys are, able to skate. So let's backtrack a bit. What was it like growing up in Massachusetts with the hockey culture? You got the Bruins winning the Stanley Cup at a young age for you. The Bean Pod, which you probably dreamt of playing in. What was that like?
Yeah, it was awesome. I think it made it really easy for me with all the access I had to hockey. Growing up, I came to a lot of BC games. It's kind of always a dream of mine to come here. So I think growing up and going to those games really fueled my love for hockey. And like you said, Massachusetts is such a hotbed that there's so much opportunity to play at such a high level and stuff like that. So definitely helped a lot.
So you spent some time outside of Massachusetts in between growing up and then going to Boston College. You played for the Team USA development team. Can you explain the process of how someone ends up on that team?
Yeah, it's a pretty long process. They recruit you for a few years, and then it's actually during my sophomore year. I was playing at Dexter. They invite you to a 40-man roster camp out in Michigan, and then that's about a week long, and then they end up making the team from that. After that, you basically move everything out to Michigan, and you start playing for them, which was awesome. That was a huge part of my life and a huge part of my development as a player.
So what was it like also to be a part of a very historic team? You had Jack Hughes going #1 to the Devils. So many guys on that team are already top prospects, including yourself for their teams. Cole Caulfield, Trevor Zegras, Alex Turcotte. What was it like being on that special group?
Yeah, it was incredible. I think the team we had was a little crazy with how good we were. Like you said, I think we had 8 first rounders. Almost our whole team got drafted. It was crazy. Showing up every day to practice and stuff like that with those guys, it makes you better, obviously. Going against such high caliber players and learning from them and stuff like that, it really helps you bring your game to another level.
Okay, so how is the recruiting process like when you're on a team like that? Because, Team USA came to Providence last season. You guys play against college teams. How does that affect the recruiting process?
I think it's a pretty good spot to be. I know a lot of the guys from our team were committed before we got there, so myself included. So for me, the recruiting process was a little bit more when I was at prep school playing at Dexter than it was at the program. But I think for those guys that weren't committed, it's best case scenario. I think the attention that you see from schools is crazy. You're playing all over the place, so it's easier for them to come see you, and definitely makes the recruiting process easier for the schools, and you're obviously getting a lot of attention from all of them.
Definitely a good answer. So you said some guys aren't committed while playing for Team USA. Do you try and sway them to BC when you were there or no?
I think a little bit, not too much. I think a lot of guys, they have their own ways and in a certain way that they want to go. Usually once their mindset, it's pretty hard to change them, but not too much convincing there, but I wish I could have gotten some more of them.
Yeah, so after Team USA, you get drafted by the Minnesota Wild. What was that like for you individually, but also be able to share with some teammates also?
Yeah, I think individually it was awesome. Dream come true. It's a crazy experience. Everything about it was pretty surreal and an exciting moment. Getting to spend that with my family and everyone who done so much to help me get there. And then definitely as a team aspect, it was awesome. I think being able to share that moment with so many guys. I think our draft had like 18 kids drafted, and a few went this year. But just awesome all being there with each other and being able to share that moment and see all our hard work kind of pay off through those years together.
Yeah, memories for a lifetime. So your freshman year at Boston College, the team had great success winning the Hockey East regular season championship, being one of the top teams in the country. But you had some success as well. Fifth on the team in scoring as a true freshman, Hockey East all rookie team. A lot of great things, but what were some challenges as well?
Yeah, I think the adjustment to college is a big step, especially from junior playing on such a good team. I think obviously we're very talented and at the national team, but I think we took for granted how good we were, and that steps still a big deal. I think just finding ways to balance your time with starting school and stuff like that in college is different, and then obviously you're playing against grown men who really know how to play hockey, and there's so much less time out there, so it's a big adjustment. So I'd say that was a big challenge for me.
Definitely. So before this season started, like I said, there was a lot of uncertainty. Um, I assume there's going to be teams out there who are going to come out flat because, there were months where they thought there wouldn't even be a season. How did you guys stay on each other to be ready? When Coach York called you guys and said, "Hey, we're going to have a season."
Yeah, I think there's a lot of optimism out there with our team. Coach York, that's one of his best traits is how positive he is. I think the whole way through he kept us positive, kept us looking in the right direction, which made it really easy for us. Just the way he carries himself and controls his team and really understands the importance of keeping everyone happy and keeping everyone together as one unit. I think he's really responsible for staying on top of it and keeping us ready.
So speaking of Coach York, obviously, you walk into Conti Forum, the banners and the achievements speak for itself. Most winningest coach in college hockey history. Very nice, genuine person. But what are some things that people don't see, that only the players see about him?
I think one thing I see a lot is just his positivity. I think people see that, but not to the extent that his players see. I think he's obviously there to help you improve and get better and get to the next level, but he'll tell it to you straight, but he'll keep you positive about it. Things you're doing wrong, he'll make sure you know, but he'll never put you down. The way he handles his team, the way he keeps everyone together as one unit and really builds people, not only players, is something that he's so good at and has been doing for so long.
Yeah, the longevity is definitely something that's very impressive. So something I want to congratulate you on is being invited to the World Junior Championships camp for Team USA.
Thank you.
How did you react to that, and how excited are you to reunite with some former teammates?
Yeah, I was super excited about it. Like you said, a lot of former teammates made the camp, and I'm excited to get there and see what I can do in camp, and hopefully make that final roster. And it's a huge accomplishment for me. Hopefully a bigger one if I end up making the team, but it's a tournament I've always wanted to play in and be a part of. So it was a big goal accomplished for sure.
Yeah, definitely a great tournament. So obviously coming back this year, it's your second time around. This specific team is returning 6 out of 10 top scorers. Spencer Knight has a year under his belt, and last year he was one of the best goalies in the country, top 3 almost in every category in Hockey East as a true freshman. Do you think there's a bit more pressure this year on the team? I mean, I know every year at BC it's championship or bust, but do you think it's a little different this year?
I wouldn't say too much. I think we still got a really good group of guys. I think obviously we lost a big core, but the team we have this year is obviously very skilled, very talented, with a lot of potential. I think you saw this weekend watching our games, our freshmen really stepped up big, and I think it's gonna be a big part of our team this year is their ability to be able to play those minutes and fill those roles that we lost last year. And obviously we're playing without Alex Newhook right now, which is a big loss, but that's another big part of our team that after World Juniors he'll be back, and we'll have everyone going, and I think we'll have a really good chance to go really far.
Yeah, it really is amazing how Coach York can, he loses some guys and he can slide other guys right in and fill the void. So going into this weekend, matchup against Providence, that's where I went. I was a broadcaster for the school radio, and I think that was the team that played you guys best last year. You guys had a split, a loss at home, and then you guys, got the best of us on the road. What are you thinking about this matchup and going against Team USA coach Lehman?
Yeah, obviously it's a big game, big 2 games. Like you said, I think they're one of the best teams we play all year. They're very disciplined, work extremely hard, very hard to play against. All those things I think make that hockey team and really what they represent as a school and as a team. It's obviously it's a big series for everyone. Every game counts this year, especially with not knowing how many games we're going to end up playing and regular season stats like that. So looking forward to it. It's not going to be an easy one. It's going to be a dogfight, but I'm excited for it.
Well, I wish you the best of luck. It's definitely one of the series I circle on my calendar as well to watch. I'm glad it's on Nesson. I wish you the best of luck with Team USA. I hope you make the team. And Matt, I appreciate you for coming on my show.
Yeah, of course. Thanks for having me.
Yep, anytime, man.